Welcome to another Do Not Disturb dog walk. Yesterday was the 5th of November, and that explains why these are here. People have left their fireworks rubbish from other festivities they may well have had here last night. Quigley. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much why I just started rolling camera right there, just to show you that. And now we're headed this way to the beach. It's another beach walk, folks. This beach is called South Beach. This is our first time visiting here. You know, I lived nearby to here when I was a young child, but I don't remember. I'd have to ring my mum and say, "Mum, did you ever take us to South Beach?" Because I'm not sure if I have been here. But if it was, it would have been a long time ago. And never in all of my recent years have I ever bothered. I've looked at it on the map quite a few times and contemplated coming out here. So, yep, Quigley and I are cross-country trucking again today, and we've decided to come here for our 1 hour rest break today. Quigley is a big fan of beaches and bushwalks, so that's what we do most of the time on this YouTube channel. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you enjoy this, because this is all it is, I promise you, it's just recording the dog walk and inviting you all along to vicariously enjoy it with us. And that's it. Boring. We're sort of trying to be boring and mundane, but I do know that this is all interesting. This is just our normal life, and people from all over the world are enjoying joining us on these dog walks, which is awesome. So we just keep doing it. I think we're up to episode 270 something now. I always forget exactly which number we're up to, but we just keep doing it. Try to aim for recording for an hour. And a minimum of 30 minutes for when we're stressed for time, you know. Or sometimes when I'm just not feeling it. Or if we go to one of those locations where it feels like we've seen everything within 30 minutes and it's just like, oh well, let's get out of here. And then there's other episodes we recorded for like a couple of hours and then split it into 2 episodes. It really depends. We don't do a lot of editing. Very low on post-production. The MO is to make the recording and then upload it right away. And I only really throw it in the editor if I have to. Then we've got some, every now and again we make a little special presentation and put them into our little mini documentaries playlist. That's sort of like a behind the scenes in the life of Quigley Woggles. And our bus life adventures, because Quigley and I live in a bus, which we've worked hard to keep road legal, as expensive as that has been. It's a vintage bus too, made in 1970. It's quite the honour to have that bus in our lives. Ever since we got it, I keep looking at other house buses that are for sale, and I have very rarely found a house bus that I would rather have than the one that we've got. So it just speaks to how much we love our house bus. And how much it suits us. Come on, Quigley. Good boy. Well, there are many footprints of doggies on the beach, and off in the distance, I don't know if you all will be able to see it yet, but I can see at least one of the doggy and their owner traversing the beach today. I think this would be a great place to bring horses. If you want to bring your horses for a walk on the beach, this would be a good beach for that. No problem, there would be no problems if I can get my big freight truck close enough to the beach to just trot on over here, then there's no trouble getting a horse float into the area. Well, I have a dire need to drink some water. I don't drink water every episode, but when I do, I like to warn you viewers that I'm going to do it, because it comes out of this rubber nipply thing and I have to suck on it to get it out. Courtesy of the water bladder backpack that I wear on my back for every dog walk. I noticed, because there's an airport nearby, right nearby to here, I noticed lots of signs saying no unauthorized drone flying, and that reminded me of my dream to get us an aerial camera for adding some spectacular footage to our dog walk recordings. That'd be really cool to get one of those one day. What I really would like is a drone that I can launch off the top of my vehicle, program it to follow us, and then return to the vehicle and land on a charging station. That's sort of my dream come true. Hello! Hello, cute doggy! Hello! Hi! Yeah, he's the friendliest guy in the world. Oh yeah. How did you get through that last night with all the fireworks? Does your Oh yeah. My dog's not really afraid of fireworks, so we got through all right. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi. What's your dog's name? Viv? Yeah. What a cool name. His name is Quigley. It's an unusual name. We might not ever meet another Quigley. The kids chose his name from a children's fantasy book.
Cool. He's gorgeous, eh? Has he got a bit of kelpie or red heather in him?
He's a mystery. He was a rescue dog. You don't need to work, do you?
I put her on the bus and got her, and she's really skinny and fucking she's alright now. But timid and she doesn't like sticks. So
Really?
she doesn't like anything throwing sticks around.
Really?
You know.
Nice to meet you, Viv. Yeah. Yeah, we have the same attitude. We rescued a Bichon Foxy cross, and so he's like a foxy with fluffy furry hair, and he's little. So we wouldn't normally go for, you know, that kind of breeder dog, but he was a rescue. His mother died. Both of our dogs were little tiny, like potato-sized dogs when we got them. We had to bottle feed them to keep them alive.
Yeah, I had a pit bull that was like that. We got her and she was 4 weeks old, and they shot her mother, and they just got a drowned pup. So my daughter brought her home, and I just couldn't say no. And they used to bathe her every morning in the sink.
Tootity.
Feed her, and
Aye.
best dog I ever had. She never left my side on the farm. She was always by my side, and really protective over the kids and stuff. Then I had a foxy cross something. She was like the anarchist on steroids. She was like toy dog, so each time I saw a toy dog, I had to pick her up and fucking carry her past there because I didn't like leave or anything.
Our little baby dog, his name is Toto, which is the Māori word for barking. It's like a tribute to the Wizard of Oz dog. But yeah, he barks a lot. This guy here hardly ever barks.
I reckon he must be
He was the only white one, all the other ones came out black. Black. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Viv. Oh, it is good. This is my first time visiting this beach.
Yeah, I'm so lucky that I got here, right? I saw the fucking picture of her on Facebook. I said, oh, we gotta have you. And the pet bus had already just been down there, so I had to wait for a month and fucking, I picked her up and I was just like, oh, she's more beautiful than I thought. So she's been eating all the turkey eggs and pheasant eggs and trying to get the picture to go.
Oh, and you're getting tangled in my long line now. Oh, they love each other. Lovely. Woo woo! That's some paybacks, because that's what he does. He annoys other dogs by licking their face like that. Hey, no fighting. Okay, safe travels. Kia ora. Impromptu play date on the beach, worthy of our encounters playlist. So from these long form recorded dog walks that we do, whenever we have friendly encounters like that, we like to just cut down a little snippet and make another episode out of that for the encounters playlist. So if that's your favourite thing about watching our dog walks, you can just go to that playlist and see those kinds of things. Chatting with friendly locals and stuff. Now I must confess, we don't always remember or find the time and energy to get all of them into the playlist. So if you're watching a long form dog recording and you see an encounter that you think should be made into an encounters episode, please let us know. Even if it's already been done, just jump in the comments and go, I like that, that was cool. Right, well, there's a little thing that I do on every episode. Everyone that watches several episodes will figure that out. We talk about the same stuff every episode, sort of trying to make it a meme of the channel. I call it our quality assurance guidelines, the rules of engagement when it comes to making these dog walk recordings for you all. There's some things that I want you to know, and so I talk about it every episode. Yes, quality assurance guidelines, because I want to assure you viewers of these two simple rules. The number 2 rule, pun intended, is that you don't get to see the poop. It's represented by the slogan, show us the poop. Show us the poop. Which you're welcome to type into the comments if you are mad that you don't get to see the poop happening. But yeah, we have that rule because, you know, it's gross, maybe disturbing for some people. So that's pretty much, we record everything except that. That's pretty much the only thing that we edit out. You don't get to see the pooping. You don't get to see me picking it up and putting it in a bag or burying it, as the case may be. Yep. The number 1 rule is I'm not allowed to talk about poop. It's represented by the slogan, never mind the 6 o'clock news. Obviously I'm allowed to talk about poop because I talk about poop every episode. But the poop that's on the news, I'm not allowed to talk about that. So I take great pleasure in announcing that to you all every single episode. So that you know when you come to watch these dog walks that we're providing like a happy, healthy headspace for you and for ourselves too. Like, I don't want to be coming on to our YouTube channel to rant and rave about the stuff that it leads on the news, war and politics and things like that. We're not a current affairs channel. This is just the everyday. It could be any day. So it's in essence, I don't really like to talk about current events because it sort of dates things. So I'm trying to keep this as a timeless space where it doesn't matter what day it is or what's going on in the world. This is what we're doing. I think some people like the beach episodes because of the white noise sound of the sea, the waves. I think a lot of people like to fall asleep watching our dog walks, and you're forgiven if you don't make it all the way to the end of the recording. That's fine, go to sleep. Yeah, go to sleep. That's fine. I would really appreciate it actually if you open up the Do Not Disturb dog walking playlist, play it back on shuffle if you want, or in chronological order, I guess it doesn't matter, and yeah, fall asleep if you want to and just let it keep playing. I promise not to talk about too much disturbing things while you're sleeping, listening and sleeping. You don't mind the sound of me warbling on, narrating our lives. That's good. That's pretty much all I talk about, actually. Narrating the walks. Maybe being a little bit of a tour guide about where we are. And ooh. It's just more of the same. Walking up this beach, just the same. Nice and boring. Good exercise, fresh air, sea breeze. Summer's coming. It's November. It's getting hot. My thoughts are sort of meandering around, thinking about the coming summer months and my dog, how he likes to frolic in the sea and get wet, and how right now I'm really not keen to let him do that because we're across country trucking in a company truck. It's bad enough he's going to have a bit of sand on him. I don't think I want to wet dog the inside of my truck. It's fine when we're out and about in our own vehicles. It's fine. We just handle it. Hey. This might be the first summer where we're not really planning any travels for the holiday season. Transition to the new year coming up, we've decided we're going to home base it. Which, you know, that's kind of sad to me because I kind of look forward to our annual cross-country house bus holiday season road trip. But this year we have a calling to stay at home base. It's a bit of a goodwill calling. I can't really tell you much more because it's, you know, private information. That's cool. During the holiday season, I'm going to make the most of local home base excursions. I've been looking at the maps down in our region and revealing more places that we haven't been I like exploring places that we've never been. Revisiting the most spectacular places more than once because they are great places. All right. How long have we been recording? 25 minutes. You know what that means, Quigley? I'm going to turn around and head back. I do want to get, before we move from here, I want to get a map, a recording of the map where we are. Oh look, it's camera mode. I didn't mean that. Didn't mean for that. I need maps. Just a recording of how far along the beach we made it. Wow, this beach goes on forever. I don't know if you can see the screen. I could barely see it myself. But anyway, I'll make this image. Plenty more of this beach for us to see in the future. I might do some editing on this clip in order to include that map for your viewing pleasure too. Dear viewers, I'm talking to you. I need to take a little bit of a break time here to see if Quigley's a thirsty boy. Hey Quigley, are you thirsty? You want a drink? So if you haven't seen this before, I pretty much explain it every time we use it. It's just a plastic lid. But I'm able to dispense water from the end of my water nozzle for the dog. That's really good. And then this plastic cap is just nice and lightweight to carry. Quigs. Water. Yeah, drink some more. Well, he had a little lick of it. Drink the water. Good boy. Yeah. Get in there. Quigs. Yeah. Drink the water. Well, you know what? If he's thirsty, he laps it right up. And you all might have seen that before. But if he's not really that thirsty, he doesn't. Oh, got sand on it. Let's see if I can give it a rinse before I put it back in my bag. That works. Good. Hikoi. This way. Good boy. It's not really a bag, I'd call it a chest pack. What did you find to eat, Quigley? Quigs! Taihua! Taihua! Kurei! Good boy. Heel. I mean, he looks thirsty when his mouth's open and his tongue's hanging out like that. No point weeing on that, Quigley. Oh look, you got you some wet feet. It's the other thing, I don't really want the long line to get wet, so I better control it. Fancy that, going to the beach and not really getting wet. What are you eating, Quigley? I'm pretty sure it was this. Didn't he pick that up in his mouth or just knock it? Not sure. He's definitely in foraging mode right now. He's like, I'm investigating this beach for snacks. I've stopped talking about it in recent episodes, but for a while afterwards, after the famous box of donuts episode, I was talking about it quite a bit because it's so funny. Like, the cool thing about it was he found a box of donuts. It's so unexpected. Who abandons a box of donuts in a garden? That's probably one of our greatest finds so far. I'm just letting go of that long line so we can pull it through. Decoy. Good boy. Good boy, Mr. Wuggles. Come on. So we're in November. I can tell you that I'm looking forward to the middle of the month for my own personal reasons. I'm going travelling away. One of the byproducts of being a part-time performing artist. Sometimes old Mr. Free has to go and do some special activities elsewhere in the country, which is cool. So doing that, and the only reason I bring it up, and I know none of you all are going to care or even notice, but for me it means spending some time away from my Quigley dog, where most of the time him and I are stuck together like glue. Honestly, I do everything I can to take him with me everywhere I go. But it just so happens that these opportunities for me in the middle of the month, I can't bring him. I did have a plan to bring him. I had a plan to bring the whole house. You know, we live in a house bus, But for the sake of the needs of the family and logistics and things, and actually some cost saving, which is good, I'm going to nomad adventure cross country. You never know, I might make something up for my other YouTube channel. It is going to be quite a fun adventure, but it's not a Quigley Woggles adventure. And the long line got wet. There I was trying to avoid it and failed in the objective. Oh well, we'll just have to deal with it. Hey, Quigley. I only just had the idea that if I can figure out a way to hang the long line safely on the outside of the truck, and of course I can figure out a way to do that. It won't be difficult. If I do that, then it can dry in the breeze on the next few hours of cross-country trucking that we're about to do. So that's all good. I mean, the worst thing that's happened because of the long line getting wet is the putting it in the Quigley Woggles adventure travel bag and forgetting about it, and then things in the bag going mouldy. It's only happened once. Once bitten, twice shy. I'm doing my best not to let that happen again. I'm having a little bit of anxiety about hopefully remembering or being able to obviously see the way that we came onto the beach, because that's the way that we should leave. I don't want to accidentally walk past that exit. I do remember that I think it was about here, right here, is it? All the footprints here. I think that was us when we met with Viv and her owner and had a bit of a doggy playtime earlier in the recording. I'm surprised to see vehicle tracks here. I didn't remark upon them. They would have been there when we walked past before, but I was too distracted to notice. I guess it's not impossible to get a vehicle onto the beach. Clearly there's evidence of it. And it's obviously not against the rules around here. Otherwise, humanity tends to put up fences to prevent it. So there's evidence that people have had fires up here, maybe even just last night, owing to it being fireworks day yesterday. It's definitely a byproduct of our New Zealand's history of settlement by British colonialists a couple of hundred years ago, because that's definitely a British thing, isn't it? Now, Guy Fawkes is the name of the celebration, and the name of the person that the celebration is in honour of, and if you don't know about it, Google it. Guy Fawkes apparently is some terrorist guy from many years ago who tried to blow up the British Parliament. And in his honour, somehow, they turned it into this corporate propaganda thing where they sell everyone in the public fun, colourful explosives to blow up to honour that historical event. Well, just in case you can't tell from the tone of my voice, I'm not really a big fan of the fireworks. I'm not a big fan of the civil disobedience that goes along with it, and the mess and the rubbish that people leave in public places, the noise that people make in neighbourhoods disturbing people's pets. There's a time and a place for fireworks, and really what we should do is, if we're going to have fireworks, they should be public displays. But in saying that, it's a bit like the prohibition thing, where if you don't let people do it on a special occasion once a year kind of thing, then maybe people will just do it whenever they want. I don't know what the rules are about it. The social rules, I mean. I'm just really tempted to stand over here and zoom the camera in and just see if that's the people that we met earlier. Viv and her dog. That's the most zoom I can get. And I can't really see what I'm recording right now. It looks like she's... Is that her or is that someone else? I think it might be someone else. But I just wanted to check in with that because she said, I've got to go home, I've got work to do, blah, 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 blah. And I thought if she's still hanging out on the beach. But no, I think that's someone else. Anyway, hello other locals who happen to get videoed by Mr. Free and Quigley. I sort of feel regret that we don't walk down there and say hi to them. But we are on a time limit. We have to leave the beach now. Quigley, this way. We have to leave the beach now. Yeah, so to bring a vehicle to the beach, you obviously need one that can handle this terrain. Definitely wouldn't catch me coming over here with any of my vehicles, no way! There is a recording that went kind of a bit viral down here in New Zealand of the time where we got the house bus stuck at Otaki Beach. But that is a beach that's pretty reasonable to drive on if you stay on the safe parts of the beach. And I made the mistake of underestimating a particular part of the beach. I especially was attracted to driving over the bit that I drove over because of there was another heavy vehicle parked in that area, and I thought, well, he made it through here, so I can make it through here, but I was wrong. Anyway, we've had enough of dog walking for today. I mean, I haven't really had enough, but we've run out of time. And so, if you're watching, you can see the time code's getting closer and closer to the end because I'm going to stop it soon. We've had enough for today. If you haven't had enough for today, you're in luck, because there are hundreds of hours of dog walk recordings on our YouTube channel. And you're welcome to just watch another one, and then another one, and then another one, while away the hours if you like. That would be great. So yeah, like, share and subscribe and all of that. And if you really appreciate this channel, you're welcome to help fund the channel and our future adventures. You can find all the details about that in the description of every video. Cool. Alright, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.